Me.
Oh, other diamond.
Oh, you have somebody that can say the full list?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Other diamond.
Lord, kept forth for this beautiful day and for bringing all of us together. May you just guide us on this journey. May you bring everything to fruition for us and our ohana here in Makuʻu and for all of our beneficiaries from Department of Hawaiian Homelands. We ask for a new day. E ala ua ua malama lama ua ele ka naka aya ka ula Oke aka no ia mai ka hiki ku aka hiki moe mai ka hiki kapa kapa ana ai mako ya oe ke akua e ola no
We're going to start off by swearing in of our new commissioners, Makuʻu and Kaniakua. Please come forward. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the State of Hawaii, and I will faithfully discharge my duties as a member of the Hawaiian Commission for the State of Hawaii to the best of my ability. You see all of that? I just tested it. That was wait. I.
Sorry. Try again.
Okay, we try it. Joking. I do solemnly swear that I will support
Do solemnly swear that I will support
and defend the Constitution of the State of Hawaii,
and defend the Constitution of the State of Hawaii,
and that I will faithfully discharge my duties
and that I will faithfully discharge my duties
as a member of the Hawaiian Homes Commission
as a member of the Hawaiian Homes Commission
for the State of Hawaii
for the State of Hawaii
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
Yay.
All right. Okay, and if I could get all the commissioners to come forward over here and yeah, please. Yeah, just you guys are gonna sit. Oh, that's where you're gonna be seated. Okay, call to order. The limited meeting of the Hawaiian Homes Commission is called to order. The meeting is being convened at the Makuʻu Farmers Market, 15-2131, Pahoa Road, Hawaii 96778. I'm Holly Watson, Chairman of the Hawaiian Homes Commission, and today's date is Monday, September 17, 2023. The time is 10:28 a.m. Please call a roll.
Noting the excused absence of Commissioner Helm, and Namu'o, Commissioner Freitas, Commissioner Kalekini, Commissioner Kaniakua, Commissioner Marco, Commissioner Nevis,
Hi.
Chair Watson.
Hi.
6 members present, we have a quorum.
Okay, and first I'd like to call Andrew Choi from the Planning Division for the overview.
Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Choi, I'm with the Digital Planning Office. I'm going to keep my remarks short, and it's really mostly for staff and new commissioners who haven't been here. I know community folks, you know this place much better than I, but it's just to give a quick overview. I'll keep my remarks short so that there's more time for community to give us their overview, and also more time for us to experience this very special place. So the department has about 2,000 acres in the Makuʻu tract. On the back of your handout kind of gives an overview of where our lands are located. 1,500 acres about on the Mauka side, and then about 500 acres on the Makai side. Real quickly, the Makuʻu homestead area came about during the acceleration period in the 1980s. We have currently about 120 lessees in the Makuʻu area. One of the bigger issues is that not all of the lessees have moved on to the lots, and I'm sure they'll go into more detail about some of the issues that has caused. The Makuʻu Farmers Market, which we are on, is one of the more successful community-based economic development initiatives on Hawaiian homelands. It's about 40 acres. As you can see, it's very popular, very well frequented, and community folks put a lot of hard work into it. And I'll let them go into the detail about that. But if we do have time later on, we did want to try to drive through the homestead area, but so I'll keep my remarks short. That's a really quick and fast overview of Makuʻu. And with that, I will turn it back to
Yeah, and at this time, I'd like to call the Makuʻu Farmers Association, Lauhani, Kipahuna, and Leila Kialo. Do a presentation. Or whoever you want. Sorry.
So we're how we're gonna do this is we have in your bags in the folder on the programming end we have just 2 handouts that we'll have to do, and we're gonna go Lila's gonna share about the homestead security issues that we're gonna go through. That's really important, and we hope for the commissioner's report covering that.
So before I start, I'm Leila Kialoha, and I reside in the homesteads. I've been on the board for Makuʻu Farmers Market Association for the past 2.5 years as Secretary Treasurer. I want to introduce the other board members that are here today. Auntie Dottie, Kaiser, Kalai Hawanio, Hua, Hernandez. So we're part of the board. Some of our board is not present with us today, but we're here representing the Makuʻu Farmers Market Association. And I really appreciate all of you being here today. There's a lot of new faces. It's really nice to see our chair here as well too. We've been in conversation with our commission over the past, couple of years now. And some of you are brand new coming in. And we've been working on our homestead security here in Makuʻu. It's been really rough. People don't want to be employed because it's a rough place to be, but we're from Puna. And we live in Puna. And our homesteads has really come a long way in the past few years. Mahalo Auntie Dottie, and to all of our lessees that are in the homesteads for addressing the issues within here. There are 4 specific lots that we really, we're gonna probably drive to after this. We get a chance to just drive through the homesteads. You guys can see what's happening. I've been in conversation through email since the last commission meeting we went to Waimea with Auntie Emily, my Ole, my dad's sister. This is my dad's other sister. And I just want to mahalo Uncle John for all the years of bringing this. We wouldn't be here like this if it wasn't for them and for all the ohana to Heidi and all of our family that have been here in the homesteads to really bring us to where we are today. And it takes ohana to really get to where we're at. And so, mahalo for being here today. So, this was shared with people through email the other day. The Punava lot, the Judith May lot, the Puipui lot, and the Iokia Enos lot, which is right here on the outside of the back gate, which we'll drive first. We've had many incident reports submitted. We've asked for the reports that we've put in, the complaints that we've put in. We have a track record of all these years of the different incidents that happened. We've asked for that from our district office. It's really important because, you know, we have awarded lots that are in here, like 100, but there's only 30 of us residing on the awarded lots, and there's 51 unawarded lots that are in here. But the biggest issues come from the awarded lots, the guys that are on and it's not actually the lessees that are on top of it. So that's what we need you guys' support with. I testified back in 2021, December, to get signs for our homestead. We finally got them. But we never have the posts. We finally got the posts from the Highways Division. We have no one to put them in. It takes special tools. So we're asking your support today to help us put our signs in. You can drive in all three entrances and not even know where you're driving into. You don't know it's the Wine Homes. There's nothing there to tell you if you're coming into the Wine Homes. We have the signs, they're sitting in our office. They're like 10 months now. So we need your support to put our signs in. That's huge. That means people know where they're coming into. It's just a free-for-all. People come in and out, they don't know where they're coming into. It's really important for us. The no trespassing signs are important for the unawarded lots, as well as people coming in. Like there's hunting that's happening all the time. People coming in dumping rubbish, doing any kind of side over here. But if they don't know where they're coming into and they're uneducated, what are we supposed to do? You cannot tell them they don't know because they don't know. They're uneducated. If the signs are there, they're educated. At least that's one step to being educated, right? So we need your support with those other signs. So there's 51 unawarded lots. It's a lot of signs. You know, we were given some signs, but they don't have the correct HRS on top of them. Which is what we is the correct revised statutes number that's on top of the signs. We have 10 right now that don't have the correct numbers on them. So that's 52 of those specific signs. And in respect to the unawarded lots, if we can have a meeting with Kalani, talk stories about moving forward, if that person is going to be working with the unawarded lots. We really want to work with the people that are going to be helping with the unawarded lots, because this is our homesteads, we live here, right? And in respect to that, the wait list is the other thing. I lost my dad in November. He was on the list for 30-something years, 100% Hawaiian. I've lost my dad's two brothers and my grandfather on the list. We lost Auntie Paula in December. All on the list that live here in Puna, 100% Hawaiians. 30+ years. Not losing any more family members on the list. It is unacceptable. My auntie's on the list. Her 3 sisters. I got 1 uncle left. He just got out of the hospital. We're not losing anybody else on the list. There's 51 unawarded lots in here. Close to 100 that aren't occupying their awarded lots. We need your help. I will come to the vision again on Tuesday and share the same words. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. All my dad ever wanted to do was be on his freaking Hawaiian homes. It's not okay. There's new people here. It's a time for change. We need to make the change. We're here to help make that change. How can we help you? Help our families get on the land. It's not okay. We're here to support you, to support us. So how can we do that? Please let us know. The other questions were answered on here about the priority codes, but we're researching some other things, you know, there's priorities on top of the wait list. My dad and my uncles and my grandfather should be priority 1. 100% Hawaiian for 100% Hawaiian parents. And why are we buying more land? When we got land. I'm not trying to score anybody. I'm just sharing how I feel. And the connection with the water between our homesteads and the HHC subdivision, we're not in support of. We reached out to DWS again because we've had multiple meetings, and they've agreed to not do the connection. Our water is good. We don't need to be tapping in. We support the well across the street. Our 2-acre site needs water. They have no water over there. All the lines are in. Give them water. It's easy. This is on our Hawaiian homelands. They need water. here to support and help in however we can.
So the homes and security that Layla is speaking about, we have been going strong for the last 12 years on trying to present on the J agenda of the Hawaiian Homes Commission list, and we followed all the protocols that was written in the Hawaiian Homes Commission list to follow along with gathering pictures. And the dot is the only soldier I know that would go up to a person's face and take a picture of them. Just go, I need to take a picture for my homestead, and she'll grab that picture. But it's not when at the dot folks and that ballsy energy that we would get the information that we need to you folks. And we're delivering it to you folks, but it's not, we just recently learned it's not at the level that you folks all know of. So that is frustrating because every time there's a new person that comes in to help us, we have to start from ground zero because there needs to be accountability and what is that thing? That one person to witness all of this. We've gone through 3 different changes, but these pages that we're delivering to you folks are like over 30 pages long, and it has a police report, a description of what happened, pictures, videos, and we're still struggling on that, getting help. We did have family members reach out for help. One of them was Victor Marzo, and he's a well-known social media outlet that we often go to for information. And as he was trying to help us to clean the cars in the back, he was delivered a warning, a trespass notice for helping us. But his kahea out for help has gave us help to clean up the lots. And we believe that was just solely through community support. Hawaiian Homes did come in after, but that is another story. Moving on, inside your guys' folders, there's a few QR codes. It was just to update you folks on the programs that we have here. So the 3 main programs we have is our farmers market that is currently going on at the moment. We recently opened up our Aloha To'alima Makeke, and that's for fundraising purposes for our community, whether you're a school group, small business can, fundraising for the kids. So we opened up a place because they weren't able to fully coordinate a full event for themselves. So by creating a space, they can just come to sell their items. So leaving the market open, we have EBT access for the community, and through hard times, we also do food distributions in partnership with the Ohlone Trust and Hui Malama and other community small business partners we do for the community. And then by doing that, we also try to capture the middle income class because they don't have EBT to utilize the street cash. The other one is our mala here, and there's actually 2 malas on our site. This is Mala Ho'olu Ike, which was funded and supported by you folks in 2018 with the Peer to Peer grant. And on the top we have our Mala Ho'ona'o, and that's where we used to run like all of our cultural activities like Kupena and Aloha Hawaii, Ulele Hula, and that's dormant at the moment, but all the programs is set to here. So this is where all the things happen. If you look on the ground, this is where we work on the papa boards, the papa ku'i'ai, and this year we're working on just carving it out with a ku'i. So no machine, and even with the rock, everyone has a hammer and not a machine. So the different QR codes and the labels under them will take you straight to our Instagram. If you do have Instagram, it'll show you all the video feeds and information on that. And we also have a 1-pager of our whole programs that is available. But our mala here was actually inspired because you folks require us to farm 3/4 of our land. And doing the farm plan on the DHHL application was like, shit, it's long. It's so long, you know, and I have to complete one for myself and my siblings as well. Oh, actually all of us. But that application can be helped to be filled out here, and the plants that we raise on this IML can also be used so that the ohana will be able to farm 3/4 of their land without spending so much. We live on hard rock, so 1 load of mulch like that, it takes like $1,600. It's longer, and half the load is $700. So we try to mine that and creating a self-sustainable home here as taught by our kupuna. Now when kupuna is coming out to teach, before they were restricted to being used for their information and being published without their consent. But with their techniques, all the kalo here that we have planted is cared for by the school and community members here. And all the kalo planted here is from Puna variety. So we got rid of all the hybrids. All the hybrids are gone. So each specific kalo is taught and raised generations here in Puna. So we have our pupunas coming out to teach us about how they lived all these years without schools. And that's the path we want to go back to. Because Western Lake is kind of hard. And yeah, so other programs, in order for you, you have to be invited and also show presence here. And you'll be invited into the programs that we offer. And entering into it, you have an understanding of you'll be the next alumni for the next cohort that's going to be upcoming. So we are in our second year with our Papakalai class. We have over 60 participants. That's just Ohana. And if you're counting all the KPs in their Ohana, we have over 100 participants. And aquaponics, we also partner with Malawali Hui and Waimanalo. And they taught us on how to create a different type of farming because we farm on rock. It's either got to do great beds or use bathtubs that we have, but inspiring the community to be consistent in farming. And our avenues we have is either you can learn and be self-sustaining from your own land here. You can utilize our market that gives you entrepreneurs, small business, and connecting farmers to vendors. Some of our vendors are short in la'i for patele. Some of them is short in tomatoes for papaya salad. So really connecting the people to the vendors. And later on, when our community center comes out, that's a commercial opportunity so that our small businesses can opt into food businesses, and we process our food from here. So far, all the harvests in here are for our ohana in here. During COVID, we pretty much supplied all of Makuʻu and beyond. So we're reaching out to our families within Puna. So what our programs does work here. We're currently growing and getting bigger, which is scary. But our last goal is our community center, and with your folks' help in funding, we can make that dream happen. And then that would conclude our goals and mission as for building. And then we can continue our programs within these buildings. If you look back here, that's our FAA. So we are restricted to do a lot of things on Makuʻu. We can't have a lot of iron roof, which is why we operate out of tents for the market. We're not allowed to have iron roof. It'll interfere with their models. So yeah, I think that's it. Any questions?
Anybody else?
How do you employees are
I just tell you cool like, how the kids been, how good pizza is doing. We are very grateful for all of you and for all of you holding space here at Makuʻu. This has been a multi-generational endeavor. Like Lawa'ie shared, you know, to Paula, her parents, Paula and John Kekahuna, spent all of their life, majority of their life here and invested in what we have. And so it's very nice to see that Lawa'ie and the rest of our Makuʻu Ohana is continuing their legacy, right? Because as generations pass, one of the biggest challenges is to, did they lay a good foundation, right? It's a kahua solid so that when they pass on, will it continue, yeah? And yes, we are in the stage of growth, yeah? We're in a lethal stage, I would say, where we're budding, and so, it's kind of funny, I remember being where I was, Lawae, and, the aunties were the kupunas, and now it's kind of a chicken skin moment to be passing the torch. Even I'm not much older than her, right? I'm 13 years older, but still passing the torch on to her. And then even more so, my daughter now is working at the market, and that torch passing on to her. And so legacy is important here, and we want to continue like the work that was laid out from our kupunas before us. And so any way to kokua, we appreciate it.
And that's her whole tuna right there.
So we have 3 generations so far in the market.
Yeah, let's continue the generation moving forward, and I want to thank you folks for having us today. Rather than introducing everybody and take up that time, I think time would be better used by actually exploring what you guys have done. And then maybe at a minimum, maybe the commissioner of the side would like to say a few words.
Sure. Really appreciate you guys inviting, and I really appreciate Leila and her perseverance and communicating with the department. And this is a great meeting for the commission to come out here and take the time and the effort you have to share with our beneficiaries in this association. Appreciate it, sir.
And let me also say that this is a new administration. We're going to be very aggressive and active in pursuing awards. We brought, I think you met probably talked with Kalani. We've also brought a new enforcement head, with David Holt, who's here in the room. He's the guy to talk to. And with respect to some of the things that you've listed out, we'll kind of address that as a community to ensure our community friendly here. So there's a lot going on, a lot of things that are moving forward. We don't have all the answers, but I can assure you that we will be aggressively pursuing, trying to make awards, and then not going after, but helping those that have not moved forward, and maybe find out what the story is, why haven't they moved forward. So one of the things that I've seen is there's a lack of services being provided by the department in the form of, well, here's an option, you can put this on here, here's the financing for it, we'll help you do it. And we have to reach out, we have to, as most people know, the department is very, very understaffed. So we're always looking for workers in the different islands, so looking for a job, we're hiring, so do consider coming to work for the department in various forms. We're going to start up an internship program with the students that want to kind of learn that as they work with situations that whether it's accessory dwelling unit or somebody that can new homes, maybe for ag development. It's another area we're going to really get aggressive on this island, which is not just our residential, but recently we made some awards in County Agriculture for ag lots. So we're making adjustments to create products that are more responsive and usable. Half acre, not only an ag lot, but also the ability to build a house, a bigger house, so you can house the entire fauna, but also you can grow subsistence crops. And we work with UH to provide some training, as well as we're reactivating our awards program. The Native Hawaiian Rehab Fund was to make grants available that we use to buy equipment, once again, as well as it could be ag seed, that they can then with the proper equipment and training can be a lot more productive. But we are definitely going to start thinking outside the box and moving the program forward. We're going to get aggressive not only in Makuʻu, but also live Laiohua, some other areas. On Yamba, it's starting to get more, so Makuʻu, we're gonna get more aggressive. And, you know, it's a different situation in that we also have a lot more funding. And even from other areas, we're getting a lot more funding. And as everybody knows, funding is real key. If you don't have the funding, you don't have the staff, then it's really hard to execute. But more importantly, provide the services, and more importantly, provide the opportunity for people that are interested in becoming a homesteader. Becoming a homesteader is one thing, but if you're not productive, you can't build your house, you don't know what to do in the land, it makes it tough. And that's on us. I mean, our program is designed to provide those kind of services, and we haven't been doing it. We need to change that. But I also invite you folks to be more active in working with us. You know, the wait list. We're having a hard time contacting a lot of these people. And so if you can provide some, you know, information or even better contact these people, more likely we can make it work. Also, you know, you talk about certain people passing away. Are there kids or successors going after their position on the wait list?
I do know that they are, however, the department lost all their tutus, that, certificate.
Yeah, that's another we're trying to work on is not only working with the Department of Health, working with Manure and genealogy and all kind of other stuff. We're updating our the data collection and digitizing systems at the department. There's a lot of changes going on at the department that hopefully we can avoid some of those problems we talked about. We also need to fix that and also address those that are in question. We have about 2,000 cases regarding people on the wait list in this issue. So we're working with the university and others to resolve that. And assuming it's not, it should be on that list of 2,000 that we're giving priority to. So those are some of the things that we're doing. Accessory dwelling units, you know, that we have a large community of homeless Hawaiians that aren't necessarily on the wait list. We want to get those guys on the wait list, but we also want to provide immediate relief. And that's where some of the existing homesteaders, we can put an accessory dwelling unit, whether it's a standalone, you know, attachment or extension on an existing house, or partitioning the upstairs and the downstairs into separate entrance. And that's something we can do now, that maybe you're not aware of. Not only models, but also the funding we have. And then that's a way to generate some income for the company. We can provide not only relief to the homeowners, but revenue to themselves. So that's another area that we're kind of exploring in terms of that's where Kalani is kind of not only looking at different models we can use, but also working with the department regarding the funding. We're working with OHA and some of the other loan programs that make that. There's a lot of things going on, but we really appreciate you identifying some of the problems. We're going to try to get solutions, and we're not just lip service, but we actually want to do stuff. So again, it's a collaborative effort. So you need to continue to voice your concerns, and I appreciate that you're doing that, as well as all your involvement in finding solutions and participating. You guys have done a wonderful thing with this Makuʻu. It's like it's a shining example of what an industrious community can do, and it speaks, really a very complimentary and wonderful precedent for the rest of the Hawaiian community. I don't want to talk too much, so yeah.
Keeping the line up to go on the list is crucial. I got 3 adult kids who have kids. There's no way they can go out, find their own property, get a loan for the house and the property, and they cannot afford it. At this situation we're at, I got my 3 kids at home. And we all living together. My kids cannot survive.
They qualify for homestead.
They're on the list. But what I'm saying is, we need help. over 30 years on the list for me, and I still on the list. I go market before something gonna happen. I lost my 3 brothers, like she mentioned. I get my 3 sisters left and my 1 brother. What the hell? It pisses me off. I'm sorry to say it. I don't know, everybody else get their own situation going on. But my kids cannot survive. I'm worrying about my mofo now. We get 4 right now. And we're getting 1 more coming in 2 months. What their life gonna look like? They're gonna be out and not have nothing available for them? When I'm up here, I like to be happy that I know my kids will be able to, my nieces, my nephews, the family. We are struggling. We need help.
But I think it's important to remember too that Auntie Dottie, Kalai, and her Ohana and Leda, they are new leases to our homestead. So they were displaced because of the lava back in 2018. Yeah? So Auntie Dottie lost her house. She was on Makuʻu Street where the fissure first broke out, and so she was one of the first 5 homes that got lost during that time. And during that time, she was looking for a place to relocate her family. So she raised her family in Opihikau, worked enough to purchase their first home in Leilani Estate, and then lost that home. In fact, I think it was 6 months prior, she paid off the home in Leilani Estate. And when you pay off a home, you no longer pay for home insurance. And that was something they didn't know. Yeah, so kind of like going back to our kupunas not being educated about land. Yeah, and so they never have to pay mortgage, which then like the house insurance was, fire insurance was on the mortgage. And 6 months, lava came, so they lost everything, right? And then trying to find place to live, relocate with their ohana. So they lived with people, ohana here and there, and they came to Makuʻu. So Uncle Mike's mother, Auntie Dot's husband, mother, has an award. She is one of the leases that was awarded over 35 years ago. And so he asked his mother, sorry for every family laundry, Auntie Dot, but he asked his mother, please sign over your land to me so me and my wife and my children can relocate. And she refused. But she no live here, she live in the mainland. So they just put it and they dozed. And I had a Maxine container like this, and I donated. I said, hey auntie, take this container. They converted it into a house, and they built on it. And her ohana lives there in this. You can pass her house, when you look, you go, wow, what a manicured aina this is. And this is for a person who actually doesn't have a pala pala in their hand that says that this aina is theirs. So her and her husband, when she talked about mo'opuna, it's unfortunate that Uncle Mike's mother, who has no plans to use this property, didn't just give it to them so that she can secure for her mo'opuna. But at this point, that's why her heart is broken, because she wants to. She's talking slowly because she just had a stroke a couple months ago. And so, you know, the knocking on death's door is in the back of her mind, in the back of everyone's mind. And so she does not want to leave her mo'os without any, and her children without any. So, you know, I felt it was important for you to know it's not just old Hawaiian lady who didn't put in her time in servicing our community that is just wanting a handout, because that's not how we are. We're not about asking for handouts. We've worked, we put in the time, and she's just asking for grace. And Yeah, so thank you for being aggressive, and because that's actually Puna, we're a little bit aggressive here, and so we appreciate your guys' time.
Thank you so much for sharing. And, I guess we got a kind of a time agenda here. So,
We're gonna walk you guys to your guys' school wagon, and I guess you guys just go hold on from there.
So when we do leave, the commissioners, the president commissioners and then, David can take you through the whole segment, because he's gonna leave the lead card, and then we have a write-up for the stuff that he was showing us today. But for now, we follow the way to the, bag amount, food truck.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
There's a lot of new people here. Some has never been here. But we are some of the Ohana from Makuʻu who's been here for a very long time. My name is Nohea Ka'ava. This is Uncle Jeffrey Kekoa. Pehau, what's her last name? Lihong Mauga, but she's a Mokia Kaikuana. And then my daughter Leahi. We utilize this place for a lot of things, but mainly the work that I do here is we do interpretive hikes. We take students from around Ka'u, from the differing schools, and even outside of Ka'u, and we bring them here and we teach them, because a lot of us from Ka'u believe this is where we first founded as Ohanas that's extended throughout the rest of Ka'u. So we are in the, and you guys probably know this stuff, we are in the Ahupua of Kama'oa. Kama'oa was the daughter of Hala'ea. The current that runs from Cape Kumukahi down here to Pohaku'ikea, other people know it as Pohaku'ikea, will walk there. That's called the Hala'ea current. And from that Pohaku on down into Waiahukini, that is Kawili current. Kama'oa's father was Hala'ea. Her brother was Kahuku. Kahuku married Ahukini. They had Moli, which is their daughter, and her brother is Kaulana Mauna. And Kama'oa had a husband, and his name was Ka'alualu. So these are all Ahupua and one in the vicinity, one with another. This makani that we are feeling, our kupuna named this kamakani. Kamakani Owili a Okeau Kawili. So Kamakani Owili, the Owili wind of the Kawili current. And in the Polynesian family system book of Ka'u that Auntie Mary Kavanapuku'i wrote, she said, woe betide anybody caught in between that two currents. This current right here, during the time of the rising of the Pleiades, the current converges, and the currents take you straight down to Kahiki. We have Ohana that came from Aotearoa. They believe that their Ohana is buried here at Pu'uali'i, so I don't think we'll have time to go and visit Pu'uali'i, but from Kalalea Heiau and Pohaku'ikea we'll be able to see it.
Maybe a couple I mean, you think we can go without
one of the most interesting things that happened lately down here at Kalai, so when we bring groups down, we have them kilo, observe everything around, but on June 15, 2022, we had that huge storm that brought major south swell and king tides, and a lot of our coastline here, we lost our throw net bows and stuff because it's now filled with ko'a. So from the coastline up about 25 feet in, it's all coral now. And in the Hawaiian, there's a Hawaiian word for it, and it's called hina kaluau'i, hina ko'aluau'i, when hina vomits coral onto the coast. And so for us in Ka'u, that's a hulihia, because just like how Kalapana, they had Hohoiki and then suddenly it became black sand. And so for us, that type of happening, we're not sure if because Lau or shape-shifting forms like Maui, the demigod, he had all these shape-shifting forms. Like for Moana, we kind of understand that concept now. But Kalalea came in the form of the Elepaio, and she, you know, we all know if you see one Elepaio pecking at one koa tree, we know that, hey, that's not one good tree for va'a making because plenty hope, any insects. But so this place was dedicated to voyaging, which makes sense because that's the current that takes us down to and a long time ago in our mo'olelo, I came from Kauai, saw this beautiful place, well supplied with fish, and he brought his ohana here. Hina was one of her names, Kane Makua, Umai'ea, all different people of his family. Some actually are the same person but carry different names depending on what part of the mo'olelo you come from. But that's the rocks that are in the complex of the AL. So there's Kane Makua, the Kane, of course, and then the Wahinehele, aka Umai'ea, aka Kiwi. She gets 3 different names. She's the one that is lower, and then there's this. Traditionally, it was a salt pan. People now use it to guide offerings to fish. It's a layout. So when people put
hot in the car. Oh my goodness. I was telling Michael, you should order like those dry fit long sleeves. Like DHHL one. I know. Shoot, that's what I wear at home all the time. Where'd you get your hat from?
My wife.
Oh.
Sure. She has a melon background.
Oh shoot, yeah. Fair skin. I know I have a floppy hat in the car too, but it's so windy. I do. Yeah. Uncle, you forget to only como. Well, we can do them right now. But we go bunch up. We just kind of went face this way. And I don't know like what you guys believe, but in Makuʻu protocol we usually like ask permission. I get some only como written if you guys like follow along. It's super easy. And if you guys like, I can airdrop you guys right now if you have your phones on and put contacts to everyone.
I don't know, yeah, drop.
You get the and I just wanted to do an oli that
One fast one.
wall diamond.
Yep.
I just wanted to do an oli como that we all can. You know, I teach these kids in like 3 minutes to get them down. And so the oli como really is, here we are, friends of the land seeking to do good. Help us in our work so that Kalai can live. And this oli como was written by Uncle Kepamali. Oh, and those who I airdropped, they gave Kai Holena, because we in Kalai. And we go to 3 different place names. So this only is done 3 times, and the place name changes every time. So we just gonna go real softly for now. I'm gonna run through them so you guys can kind of get the harmony. So it goes Eyama koi mua koualo, Eyama koi mua koualo, Nahoa aina imi ika pono, Nahoa aina imi ika pono, Ea o mai mako ika hana, Ea o mai mako ika hana, E ola ika aina o kalai, E ola ika aina o kalai. So we're going to do the second time around, the name changes. We do kalai, kama'oa, then ka'u. Okay? So we encompass all of those 3 different places. And after we did them for the 3rd time, Eola ika aina o ka'u, then there's the last line. Eola mako a mauloa. Meaning like, may this place have long life, but when our places have long life, it gives us long life. Because we believe that when our aina thrives, the kanaka thrives as well. So I don't like us start acapellaing if we stand too far apart. So if we can squeeze in, it's gonna be better. And you know, I'm really respectful for those who don't do this kind of stuff. If you might not feel comfortable or don't understand, you can just not say anything. Eyama koi mua koualo, Nahoa aina imi ika pono, Ea o mai mako ika hana, E ola ika aina o kalai, Eyama koi mua koualo, Nahoa aina imi ika pono, Ea o mai mako ika hana, E ola ika aina o kama'oa, Eyama koi mua koualo, Nahoa aina imi ika pono, Ea o mai mako I ka hana, e ola I ka aina o ka u, e ola mako a maua. Good job, you guys. Sound like professionals.
I was getting nervous. Yeah. Oh.
Winch you up.
The dolphins was jumping, people saw sharks, you know.
thank you. I'm good. Okay, Paul, who else are you? PPT in the water, the test water test, and the salt component was 7%. After the storm, I jumped in there, and I told my friends, hey, I feel